There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I think we got the technology stuff worked out. So happy that you were able to join us. And so this is a light language clearing around for MLM PTSD. And I was sharing that I chose the word MLM on purpose because it's the most triggering. Okay. I feel like a lot of us have some negative associations with it that I wanted to address and clear today. And so I was sharing the story of how I got into MLMs and my experience with it. And so it began with my parents back in the 80s. Early to mid 80s is when my parents got involved. And the story is that we have eight kids in my family, and my dad was not making a lot of money back in the day. And so he gave my mom some money to buy us all bathing suits. It was the beginning of summer and we needed new bathing suits. And so my mom took the money for those bathing suits and she went out and she joined a multi-level marketing company called MeadowFresh. And so she took that money and spent it on this powdered milk substitute. They had plain vanilla and chocolate, and it was, we didn't like it as kids. We hated it. But my mom went out and she came home with these boxes of powdered milk. And my father was furious. He was so furious with her. And he said, Ginger, you're going to take that back and you're going to get your money back tomorrow. You get that back tomorrow. And she kind of sheepishly said, okay, Jim, I'll do that. But my mother, being a strong, independent woman who raised strong, independent daughters, she had a different idea. And so what she did was she went out and called all of her friends and signed up several people in this multi-level marketing company. And in that way, within 24 to 48 hours, she had made all of her money back. And when my dad saw that, he was like, okay, you can do this. Because back then, women needed permission to do these things, which we can clear also that strong, independent women do not need permission to do things. And my parents were very successful with that. They built that business up. And were very successful with that. And then when the management started to fail, they joined another multi-level marketing company using the lessons and experience that they had taken from the first one. And they built that second one up to a very thriving business where they were making over $62,000 a month, which back in the 80s was huge. That was a huge, huge, huge success. And they enjoyed that. They enjoyed the lifestyle of it for a while. And then again, they ran into some management issues and they lost everything. And so the lessons that I learned from that were, first of all, excitement. That it was just fun and exciting, that there are opportunities to create money, but also a little bit of the negative, like it's fleeting and it doesn't last and that sort of thing. So my own experience with multi-level marketing is that I joined DK Books, which I loved for the products, and I was not successful with it. I were probably a couple others in there, a little here, a little there, because if I loved a product and it was available through multi-level marketing, then I always signed up in order to get the discount. And then I joined home interiors, which I really enjoyed. It was home decorating, and I enjoyed the community that we had. We had support, but you were still kind of all on your own, right? It's like you would come together for these support meetings, but there was not a lot of collaboration together, but that was a lot of fun. And then I got sick with Lyme disease and I was no longer able to maintain that. The next one that I played with was doTERRA. And again, I was not able to do much. I enjoyed the products and buying the products. I was not able to build that business because I was still in Lyme disease. And then I signed up with Juva. And Juva was remarkable. Juva was, the products were amazing. Loved them. They are the products, the protocol that allowed me to heal my Lyme disease. Now, I had done my emotional healing first. Okay. And that's why the Juva products worked for me the way they did. And I was so passionate about it. I had this miraculous, incredible, wonderful story, right? So I went out and shared that with everybody. And I worked that business for 8 solid months where I was following all of the instructions. I made my list and I was reaching out to people and I was on the phone calls and I was working that business. And I was not successful. I was not successful and I did not make any money. And I certainly didn't even make enough to pay for the product that I was using. And so I said, never again, never again will I be lured into network marketing. And then recently, and I'm grateful for this, I discovered another company that that has enticed me into taking another look at network marketing. And I'm grateful for this for 2 reasons. The first one is, hello, here are all my triggers. And so now I get an opportunity to take a look at these triggers, lean into them and heal them. I'm all about the healing, right? Which is why I'm here. I'm doing this for me first and inviting you guys to participate and play along. And then some of the things, you know, I kind of challenge myself. Can I do this differently? What didn't I like about the past? What are those triggers? And can I do things differently? And so some of the reasons why I chose to do this was something that has been coming up in my awareness is the question, who are the top 5 people that you spend the most time with? And are they uplifting? Are they raising your vibration? Are they pushing you to succeed? And I did not have the top 5 people that I wanted. I was intentionally looking for a higher vibration of people to spend time with. And in particular, the people who invited me have a really strong money mindset. And that was important to me. So that was one. The second one is I absolutely need to have a product that I'm excited to take every single day. And they do have a product that is very similar to the one that that I had used in Juva that was so beneficial to me. So when I saw that, I'm like, yay. I am going to, I'm going to use this product anyway, and may as well get the discount on it, right? And the other thing that I loved about it was timing. Because of my experience with my parents, I have seen what it looks like to get in at a certain time, and that gives you a certain income potential. And it's just fun. It's exciting. It's like you're on the ground floor. It's so cool, right? And so, yes, that was appealing to me as well. Having, the experts, the rich people, the financially wealthy, they suggest that you have multiple streams of income. And I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that because, and I'm a bargain shopper, right? It was free to join. So there we go. Lots of low risk stuff. And I decided that I would get involved with a network marketing company again. And then as soon as I did, all my triggers started to come up. And like I said, I wanted to do things differently this time. And the things that I want to do differently, and I invite you to lean into this, lean into any of the triggers that may have been coming up for you as I was sharing my story. And two things that I want to do differently. Number one, in the past and historically, multi-level marketing companies, network marketing has had a very strong masculine push. Luana says, my triggers really came up too. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Triggers are here. We get to heal them. We get to clear them, right? But network marketing has been very masculine, and in the respect that it has a very strong chase energy to it. Okay, masculine is pursuing, it is chasing, it is going after. And a lot of network marketing, no, all of them, right, have that kind of energy of chasing. And that's not to say that individuals within the network marketing companies are doing chasing. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that historically, the entity and the energy of it has a strong masculine chase energy. Okay. And I wanted to see if I could do this from a place of the feminine, which is inviting and receiving. Okay. So there's still similarities. You're still reaching out to people and you're still letting them know what you have, but instead of chasing it down, right, like prey, that hunter prey energy, you're simply like showing you're inviting, you are presenting and inviting and letting people know, hey, here's what it is. You're welcome to join me. And then you receive. And so I really wanted to lean into that feminine energy. And the second thing that I really wanted to do differently this time was I wanted to switch. I wanted to build community instead of competition, because there's a lot of competition energy. And again, that's very masculine as well. There's a lot of competition energy in network marketing, and people tend to get hurt when that happens. And instead, what I wanted community of support, yes, because a lot of times in my experiences, it was like, okay, here's your product, and then good luck. And I was completely on my own. The best of them gave me some training and support, but never was it collaborative. It was always like, I'll cheer you on from over here if I'm on your team. And then there was always some infighting and a little bit of backstabbing, miscommunication, and so some discomfort going on there. So those are the things that I'm showing up to heal for me today. Now we're getting to the place of the clearing. I want to see what is coming up for you. When you think of network marketing, when you think of buying product from somebody who is a network marketer, when you think of joining a network company, when you think of trying to get ahead and build your network marketing company that you're already in, what are some of your triggers? What are some of your blocks? What are the false beliefs coming up? So I'm going to release competition, chasing, overly masculine, no support. Yeah, good. No support. Let's see, what were mine? No support, no community. Okay, pushy. Yes. And so kind of, oh yeah, people are fake. So inauthenticity and fake See, that's really important to me too, is authenticity. That's a big deal for me. People are fake. Let's see, greed. Yes, yes. And so for pushy and greed, let's look at that. Is that if I'm asking, I'm greedy, or people who are asking are greedy, or maybe people are only in it for the money. They don't care about me. I feel like that's coming up, so I'm going to write it down. You're only in it for the money. You don't care about me. Okay, so I'm feeling some ancestral stuff coming up here too, not just around MLMs necessarily, but like snake oil. Like, so snake oil is kind of coming up. Fraud and deception, false claims is coming up. Expectations. Tell me about expectations, Lawana. Clarify that for me, okay? Is it the expectations you have on you? Is it expectations?
No, it's the expectations that you need to do it for them. So in other words, I'm somebody's downline. They need me to buy X amount of product, even if I can't sell it, type thing.
Yeah.
And I know this is set up different, but do you get my drift?
I do. I do. Yeah, very, very much so.
So make them rich at your own expense.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that one felt heavy. Who felt that one? Make your upline rich at your expense. Yeah. Yep. Overwhelm. Thank you for sharing that, Lawana. I felt that. Spinning your wheels, getting nowhere. Oh, girl, yes, I felt that. I felt that with Juba. I'm like, if I put this much effort into any other thing, I would be wildly successful. Spinning your wheels and getting nowhere. So I write this down, you guys. I write it down. It anchors it for me, and then I release it from there. If you haven't done a clearing with me before, this is my process. Okay, yeah, people at the top get rich. Wow, and so we're just, oh, wow, okay, so what I'm feeling here, lean into this, right? Because that's the world. Is that the people at the top get rich and the little guy doesn't, right? And so my intention here is going to be to dismantle that for the collective. Okay, we're gonna, oh, I got chills on that one. We're gonna dismantle it, you guys. We're gonna dismantle that for the collective. People at the top get rich while I'm gonna say people at the bottom suffer. Okay. Okay, and I feel like we're going to release some hierarchy here. Okay, we're going to release some hierarchy. And I feel like this is really important as I'm thinking about what I want to build in the network marketing company that I just joined, right? Because there's this desire to get as close to the people at the top as possible, right? And I want to release the hierarchy so that it doesn't matter where you are, that we're all on the same. Does that make sense? I want to energetically create equality is what I want to do. And you know, if you're in a different network marketing company, then I invite you to do that as well. Lean into that. So we're releasing the hierarchy. Okay, so other product options. How do we want to phrase that as something we can, okay, getting lost in the crowd. Getting lost in the crowd, right? Because there are other options. There are other options, but people are guided to what is best for them. People are going to be guided to you for a reason, because what you need is exactly what they need is what you have. and they need it from you. It's your energy and your support as well. So we're going to have getting lost in the crowd. We're going to release some throat chakra issues. Throat chakra and inability to communicate the benefit. And we're going to do this not just verbally, but energetically. Okay, so that you don't, hey. Elka's here. Is this Melissa Davis? Did you know that I had a friend named Melissa Davis? That's fascinating.
I have, my team has been using my Zoom account, so.
Okay, yay, cool. Hi, Melissa. You're welcome to share this with your team, okay? Because we want to energetically communicate the communicate the benefit and not just verbally. So we're going to be doing that, not getting lost in the crowd. Okay. Fear of vulnerability, we're going to release that, right? Because this is really vulnerable. Because people have a lot of hangups and negative things, it's like you are kind of putting yourself in the fire, right? In the line of fire when you do this. So we're going to release that fear of vulnerability. And earlier we talked about inauthenticity. And so when we're authentic and people can feel that, then we're going, that's going to help. Yeah. Repeated rejection. Ouch, right? Anybody else like have some PTSD, like getting run over by a truck over and over, and they back up and they go forward and they back up? It's hard. It is really hard. Okay. And I know logically, right? Y'all know that getting rejected, it's not personal, and that you have to get through your 20 no's to get to your yeses. And it still hurts emotionally. Yes. Rejection. That's what we're talking about. Yes. Building a team and the disappointment when it collapses. Okay. Disappointment there. Yeah. Okay. So leaning into that, what's coming up is lack of support, some abandonment, not being appreciated, right? Because you give and give and give, over giving. Not being appreciated, over giving, and it's not reciprocal. Energy not reciprocated is coming up. We're going to clear that. Good. Okay. Financial blocks. Having done every MLM in the book and still not being financially successful with it. Yeah. So we're going to remove those financial blocks. Okay. And I strongly feel that if we dismantle that idea of hierarchy and the top getting rich and the lower people suffering, I think that's really going to change things for you guys. Okay, so lean into that really, really strongly. Jana says, thank you for changing up the words. Yep, I just, pull what's coming to me and I share them, and that's part of it. Self-sabotage. Okay, so self-sabotage is going to come from fear, not feeling safe. There's some safety there. That's what self-sabotage is, right? It's not putting yourself out there. I feel like that's a fear of not feeling safe. Fear of leadership. Okay. So there's some self-doubt coming in there, like I can't manage this. I can't manage a big team. Okay, loneliness at the top is coming in. right? If we dismantle that hierarchy, you don't have to be alone at the top anymore. Loneliness at the top, responsible for other people's responsibility for other people's results is coming up. Okay. Okay. Lawana had some upline issues. Hi, I see your PTSD. Your upline did not treat you well, girlfriend. Yes, never good enough. Let me get that one, Sabrina. Okay. Wants of leaders. Ahead of personal needs. Okay, there's an every man for himself is coming up. That one's coming up. Okay, so we're going to release every man for himself. Peer pressure. Yes. Okay, and for me too, this is really important. The evangelical nature of it. Have you guys seen that, right? And Amway and Juva, they did it so well where it's like, it's like a religion and you cannot question, and it's all hype, 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 and we're the best, we're the best, we're the best, and yeah. So it just creates this false narrative in my mind, right? And like a cult kind of stuff. So I want to release that, and you if you want, and it's hype is different than encouragement. Hype is different than leadership. Hype is different than believing in your product, believing in yourself. Hype is different than serving. Okay, hype is different than serving. Okay, yeah. Elka says, I currently have over 500 and it is getting overwhelming. You need support. You need support, right? So you're not doing it all alone. I feel like you have the weight of 500 people on your shoulders, like you are carrying all of them, and we don't need to do that. Leaving people behind. Yeah. Okay. Upline brags about being besties with you until you don't do what they expect, and then they completely stop communicating with you. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, so there's a false friendship going on. That's going to be inauthenticity and fake coming up as well. And okay, good. Okay. So belief in the industry that you can be number one in the industry. Can you clarify that? Go ahead and unmute yourself for a second. Clarify that for them.
So it's even like scary writing it out, but I'm like, you know what? I'm here among friends and I want to share it all. Like, I want to be not just number one in my company. I want to be number one in the industry. And the thought of that, like, I want so much to show that somebody without a high school diploma that has zero experience can literally change everything. Like the first $50,000 check that I get to donate to a charitable organization without any guilt, like I want to be able to do that and create massive growth among other people. Like I have goosebumps upon goosebumps. I know that I believe in the industry, but it's belief in myself that I can outdo the other people that have been in the industry for years and years and years. Is that helpful clarification?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, let me see how I want to word that. So self-belief is definitely coming up. Okay. Let's kind of identify some of the things that are holding you back from that. Okay. What, like, I want to be number one in the industry, but ...
I guess there's a part of me, I don't know, the word that's coming up is lazy.
Oh,
I guess.
okay.
Like I'm not taking enough action to be where I know I need to be number one, even in my company.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I mean, but the word lazy, like I literally just, I'm comfortable right now. I am comfortable making $5,000 paychecks. Like, but my goal is, you know, I want to, okay, here you go. Here's a little bit. Dallas football stadium holds 83,000 people. I want to fill it up with my team.
Okay.
Like I have these huge visions, but I'm not taking the actions that need to do it. So I'm like, oh, I must be lazy because I'm comfortable.
Okay. Yes, you are. Yes, you are taking the action to do it. That's not where the block is. That's why you're here.
Okay.
You are doing it. We are releasing that I'm lazy. We're releasing it has to be hard. And we're releasing I have to do more. Okay. And so do you,
Okay, maybe it's
do you need 83,000 on your front line?
no.
You don't, right? No. And so what I feel like when we clear the leadership stuff and that you're alone at the top and that you have the responsibility for all of those people, when we clear that, it's going to open up your downline.
Because I have 76 on my front line and the remaining 500 is beneath us. So we're very deep. And that is probably the biggest thing is probably much stuff.
Okay, so intuitively lean in. And for every person you personally sponsor, every person you put on your front line, how many people do you need below you in order to reach your 83,000? Intuitively, no.
I feel like as soon as I hit 2,500 is the number that keeps coming up. I believe it'll expand so quickly that the 83,000 will happen worldwide. I know that internationally, like when you said that, my first thought was being the number one largest team would be 2,500 here in America, and everything else is going to become worldwide.
Okay. So you're saying your full team is 2,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then for every person that you add to your front line, how many does your team need to add? Right? We're talking about your effort versus the collective effort. This is important for you, okay? And anybody else who's watching here who wants to build a big team, right? And you feel like you have to do it all yourself and then it's all on your shoulders. And so right now, Elka, you feel like you have to sign up 83,000 people, that you are taking responsibility, energetic responsibility for 83,000 people. You are carrying the weight of 83,000 people.
So I've sponsored 3. So I sponsor on average about 100 a year.
Okay.
Personally enrolled. So if I focus on my intentions, I know that if I can put 500 on my front line, I would say 1 out of 10 is a builder. 1 out of 10 in my team is 100% a builder. Give me 500 on my front line and I'll fill the stadium.
Okay, too much. You're still taking on 500 people. You're taking that on. You're taking the responsibility away from your team. You're taking away the opportunity for them to build. You are not receiving support. You are doing it alone instead of leading.
Then that's clearly a block.
Yeah, we're going to release that, my friend. So intuitively, lay the logic down. Lay the logic down. Okay? You're not going to get there with logic. You're not going to get there crunching the numbers. We're not going to do that. All right? So intuitively.
If I found one person legitimately one person could bring that to me.
Yes. Yes.
One person collectively could grow and bring in that many, because that's not including my customer ratio, which
Right.
expands far more with that. So I hear you.
Okay, here's what I want you to see. It's not even about bringing in one person. It's about shifting the energy, okay? And it's shifting the responsibility, shifting the weight of action, all right? So when you sign up one person, you've done your part energetically, and so collectively, your team is going to bring in, what's the number that comes to mind? If you sign up one person and we shift this collectively, they're going to bring in how many? Okay. I think we're, yeah, I didn't hear you because you froze a little bit.
Sorry, I didn't hear you either. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So we're shifting the energy here. We're taking the responsibility off of you, okay? And we're giving it back. We're giving them back their power. We're giving it back to your team. We're giving it back to the collective, okay? Okay. So when you sponsor one person, that is your energetic, that's your energetic contribution. You sponsor one person. Intuitively know what is the number that your team collectively is going to bring in. Type it in the comments.
Sorry, somebody doesn't want me to hear you because every time you talk, I can't hear you.
Okay, all right, breathe in. Oh, this is a big one, you guys. This is a big one. Breathe in.
Every time you start talking, my internet goes unstable.
It does. Okay. Elka, it is safe to know. It is safe for you to know. It is safe for you to know this. It is safe. It is safe. On a scale of 1 to 10, how safe are you feeling? Good, it's safe. It is safe. Okay. And I'm going to try it one more time. And if it works, that's awesome. If not, then we're going to have this conversation after the clearing, you and I personally, okay?
Okay.
But this is really good for everybody watching. I want you to lean in and intuitively know this number, whatever number comes to mind. We're talking about the amount of effort that you have to do. And so this is your personal responsibility and your personal energy and your personal effort. And so when you do this thing, it's going to shift your team. And so your team is then going to produce collectively a number. So intuitively, what is coming up for you? What number comes to mind?
10.
Okay, so if you do, is that 10 per person or is that 10 total?
That's on my personally enrolled is 10.
Okay, all right. We're gonna have to close. We're gonna have to move on, and I'm gonna have to get with you personally. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
And that's okay. I love you. I love you. But we're gonna do this. Okay. We're gonna do it, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna say we're gonna do this clearing first, and this clearing is gonna help you to feel safe, and then we're gonna have that private conversation. Okay. All right. All right. You are welcome. You are welcome. So let me go up a little bit. Okay. So Yeah, so we're gonna release snarky comments, drinking the Kool-Aid, right? That has to do with that fraud and snake oil stuff. That's coming up. Drinking the Kool-Aid, we're gonna release that. Okay, and everybody else was feeling this. Everybody else was feeling what was going on with Elka, right? We're kind of tapping into that energy of like, I have to do it all, and my team, right? So we're gonna be clearing the stuff around leadership on that and community on that. Okay, people on my team labeling me fake, so we're gonna release that, even though I was genuine. Okay, so being seen for who I am, not being seen for who I am. Okay. Oh, getting used. Using me to cop out of doing the work to actually be successful. So we're going to add excuses. Okay. Yeah, several. Okay, so Luana asks, so do several of us have blocks about receiving support because of the trauma with past MLM experience? Yes, and we're women. And we have been taught to overgive and give and give and give and give and give and to sacrifice ourselves. I was watching a program and there were 50 and they had unearthed a grave of 53 childbearing women who had been sacrificed, okay, for the greater good. And so we have that energy collectively of not receiving support, of giving, and sacrificing ourselves. So I'm going to release sacrificing ourselves because I'm hearing that, right? Luana, you were sacrificing yourself for your upline, and we sacrifice ourselves, for our clients, for our customers. We sacrifice ourselves and we don't receive that support. And also excessive caretaking is coming up for Elka. Excessive caretaking, that's also a feminine wound coming up there. What about the ones who don't want to join your team because either you look like you're not making money, or if you're making too much money, they want to be on your team? Okay, I'm gonna just write down blocks to joining your team. I'm gonna release judgment. Also, it's okay if they don't join your team if they're not a vibrational match. Okay, so that gets to, oh, Omar's here. Good to see you, Omar. Okay. Awesome, Omar or Elisa, I don't know which one you are. I see Camacho. We're so glad you're here. It's okay. It's okay if okay, so taking it personally when somebody doesn't join your team. Because it's okay. It's okay if you're not the right match for them, okay? You're building a team. Your team has your energy, okay? Taking it personally when someone doesn't join your team. Good. Because what we're doing here is part of the clearing. After the clearing, I'm going to be installing some codes that make you a vibrational match for your people to join you. Okay. And so you are then going to repel people who are not in alignment with you. You are going to repel people who are not going, who would not be supportive, who are competitive instead of looking for community, people who are chasing instead of receiving. You're going to repel people who are not in alignment with you. And that is going to create space for you to receive the people in your downline who are meant to be there and who are in alignment with you and in alignment with your purpose. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Living in Utah is the MLM capital of the world. And so, yes, yes, there is, okay, I'm going to release that too. Not standing out. I think I did that. Not standing out. We're gonna do that one. Okay. But also, fear of being seen, fear of being heard. We're going to release that. Good, 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 good. Social media blocking. Okay. Social media blocking, throttling our posts when we try to share, educate, invite, etc. So consider also that might be a block of your energy, okay? Because if you're wide open, it's going to get there. We're going to, like I said, we're going to place a beacon in you. Okay, so no social media algorithm is going to be able to stop you, but I am going to put that in there. Social media algorithms. And censorship is coming up. We're going to release that because energetically, Facebook cannot stop you energetically. Okay. We're going to put that beacon in there. The energy is going to be there. People will find you regardless of what social media does. Okay. Lacking trust in you. Oh, there she goes. Another, yeah, I feel that one. Another MLM. Okay, and so past failures. We're going to release past quote unquote failures. Failures are, oh, it is Omar. Good to see you, Omar. There's no such thing as failure. There is only learning experiences. We are scientists. And we have an experiment, and sometimes the experiment turns out the way we want it to. Sometimes the experiment does not. We take that information, we learn from it. We had an experience, you know, that's amazing. That's really cool. Life is an adventure. We had an adventure of many, many experiences, and each experience leads us forward to ultimately receiving what we want, creating what we want, and being successful in what we want. Okay, so we're going to release past failures. Is anything else coming up for you guys that needs to be released? I feel like we have some big ones in here. I trust that anything else that comes up, you can drop it in the comments and it will be released. For those who are watching the replay, it is always my intention. It is always my intention that you receive this clearing as if you are present, that everything that comes up for you, even if I don't specifically articulate it, it will be removed. Everything that you need is occurring for you in this moment. All right. And so, yeah, so as I'm going through saying, hey, what are the blocks coming up for you? Allow that to come into your awareness. Okay. Allow it to come into your awareness so that you can release it. Okay. All right. Ready? Woo! Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So take a deep breath in and release. Wiggle your toes. Come fully into your body. It is safe to be in your body. It is safe to be present in the moment. It is safe. Open your crown chakra and invite your gup into this space. I use the term gup to represent God or goddess, universe, higher power. This is whatever your connection to the divine looks like to you. So invite them into this space. Your gup does a few things, okay? Number one, your gup is going to personalize this for you. Number two, your gup creates safety. Number three, your gup resonates truth. Only love and light and truth is allowed in this space, okay? And that creates safety too. So breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. Likewise, my gup is here calling into this space. My coding guide, Emily Grace, calling in my Arcturian healers. Quick comment about light language. Light language is a channeled universal language that bypasses the logical mind and works directly on your heart and your soul and your energy. And so if you're new to light language, it's okay that you can't figure it out. It's okay that it might sound kind of strange and unusual. Listen with your heart, receive it with your heart, and we just created safety with your gut, okay? So just, allow yourself to be open to it. Good, there we go. All right, Emily Grace is here. My Arcturian healers, please heal the wounds that created these false beliefs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Emily Grace, please remove these dark codes. Releasing dark codes of competition, chasing. I have to chase my customers, an overly masculine energy. I don't have support. There's no community. Lone wolf, I have to do it on my own. Pushy, I have to be pushy. Inauthenticity, people don't see me for who I really am. And I'm trying to do it the way I was told to do it. And so it's hard for me to show up authentically. Releasing that I have to do it somebody else's way and not my own way, that my own way is wrong, that my own way isn't going to work. The lack of belief in myself and my intuition. Releasing that I can't have intuition for the way to do this, and I can't be successful following my intuition. I can only be successful following the rules. We're going to release the rules. Good. That I'm perceived as fake, greedy. You're only in it for the money. You don't care about me. The collective snake oil and fraud, deception, false claims. We're releasing that expectation that you need to do it for them. Releasing that you are making your upline rich, that you have to sacrifice your highest good for the benefit of your upline and those above you. Releasing overwhelm, spinning your wheels and getting nowhere. Releasing, and this is a big one, we're doing it for the collective. We are dismantling it for the whole freaking collective, dismantling that people at the top get rich while people at the bottom suffer. We are destroying and dismantling the hierarchy. Getting lost in the crowd, releasing blocks to the throat chakra, inability to communicate the benefit, both verbally and energetically. Releasing fear of vulnerability, repeated rejection, the pain of rejection, fear of rejection, taking it personally. Releasing disappointment when my team collapses, disappointment, lack of support, abandonment, not being appreciated, overgiving, energy not reciprocated. Releasing financial blocks, money blocks, lack and scarcity. There's not enough to go around. I have to grab my piece of the pie. If I don't hurry and grab it now, it's not going to be there for me. So this is coming through as the old Black Friday at Walmart days. Remember that when people would trample each other? We're going to release that, okay? Releasing self-sabotage, fear, not feeling safe, releasing fear of leadership, releasing I have to do it all myself, releasing self-doubt, releasing I cannot manage a big team because I have to do it myself, releasing loneliness at the top, that I'm all alone, that I am responsible for 83 fucking thousand people. We are releasing that, releasing responsibility for others' results, releasing responsibility for my team's results, releasing, taking power away from my team, not allowing my team to have their experience, not allowing my team to grow and expand and to contribute to my well-being. Releasing that if I don't do it myself, that I haven't earned it and I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy of it if I don't do it myself. Releasing that I'm taking advantage of my team if my team works hard and I profit from it. Okay, we're going to release that. Releasing I'm never good enough. Releasing, placing the wants of leaders ahead of my personal needs, sacrificing myself, releasing every man for himself, releasing peer pressure, releasing the evangelical nature of multi-level marketing, releasing protecting the company image and the company culture over my integrity, releasing that I have to compromise my integrity, releasing I'm leaving people behind, false friendships, releasing that I don't believe in myself, releasing I'm lazy, it has to be hard, I have to do more, that my actions are the only ones that count, that I cannot count on other people to do their share and to show up for me, releasing snarky comments, drinking the Kool-Aid, releasing not being seen for who I truly am, being used, releasing excuses, sacrificing, excessive caretaking, releasing all the blocks to joining your team, judgment, taking it personally when somebody doesn't join your team, not standing out, fear of being seen, fear of being heard, social media algorithms and censorship. We're releasing all of that. It is so heavy. Release it, release it, release it. Let it go. Pull it out. If you need to, pull it out of your chest. Yeah, Sharon's moving that energy. Go girl. Yes, yes, yes. Do what you need to do to move the energy. Good. Lasting, others lack trust in me. Past. Oh, there she goes again, another MLM, past failures. We are releasing the illusion of past failures. We are releasing and cutting cords to everything in the past, and we are creating something new. Okay, too many irons in the fire, shifting from my job to my passion or job to direct sales. So releasing that you can only do one thing at a time, that you can only flow your energy to one thing at a time. We're going to release that, okay? Good, 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 good. Breathe it in, pull it out. It's good, it's good, it's good. Feel what you're feeling. You get to feel whatever you feel. Emily, Grace, remove these dark codes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ortai kaishta Yohana mana mana arapaya kaito ropa hasta. Ora kai kashta namahara. Ola pata I koyona o marata I korata shai shai shaya kono 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 ko. Clearing out the root chakra now. Shorahashta yohokana urapatama uhokashta arakana I koyona mona mana haratata ishto koyo koya mana arakaya kora. Kurahashta I koyomana harakana iro kona kana kana kai. We're going to clear the throat chakra. Shurukatatai o kai toi o mahashtai koi o kaishta naratai. And let's clear some third eye so that you can have vision and see forward and clear that intuition so that you can do it your way. Shuyoratai hoyai monamana haikai tora pata la pashtanai koyota ora kai 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 koma hatanai atai tai kotashtai. And then we're going to finish up clearing up the crown chakra as well so that you can be divinely guided and know that you are in alignment and in integrity and fully supported by the divine in alignment with your gut. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good, 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 good. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. Tap it out, pull it out, whatever resonates. Feel what you need to feel. Notice in your body the shift, the absence, whatever you are feeling in your body is good and right for you. Feel it, recognize it, see it, hear it, know it. Recognize the difference. I want you to feel the difference and recognize the difference. Good, 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 good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are opening to receive light codes, installing light codes of community, inviting in feminine energy, inviting and receiving, building community based on love, filling my cup, serving from a place of overflow, serving, recognizing the needs of others, fearlessly sharing what I have, inviting, welcoming, inviting. We're going to have authenticity, vulnerability, showing up as I truthfully am, support, team support, upline support, downline support. We're all in this together. Collaboration, working together. Rising tide raises all ships. Attracting, yes, attracting and receiving. We're going to install a beacon in each and every one of you, a beacon in each of your teams, a beacon in our team collectively, a beacon that is going to attract the right clients for you. Okay, those who are aligned with your mission, aligned with your energy, aligned with your purpose, aligned with your products, your opportunities, all of that. We're going to call in some abundance codes, wealth codes, prosperity codes, okay, that limitless pie, enough to go around, more than enough to go around, abundance and wealth and joy, play, connection, love, support. We're bringing all of that in, bringing in inspired action codes. You don't have to do all the work, right? Inspired action codes, doing it my way, following my intuition, leading with love. Okay, so for those of you that are ready to receive this, I did this in my Facebook group. We're going to install some 5D leadership codes, and this is a different way of leading. Okay, and I don't have the words to describe what it is, but you will know if you are ready to receive it. If you are ready to receive it, go ahead and receive it. Okay, it's going to be love and support, leading by example, and leading through connection, and yeah, it's going to be a collective, allowing the collective to succeed. We're going to add some success codes for the collective, for me and my team and my upline and my downline, and whoever would like to participate in success. We are inviting them into collective success. What else? I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. It is safe for me to be seen. It is safe for me to be heard. It is safe for me to invite. It is safe for me to receive no's. It is safe for me to receive yeses. It is safe for me to grow my team. We're going to have some insight and discernment and learning, knowledge, growth, and wisdom codes so that I can grow and know enough to be able to manage my team as it grows, that I am capable. I am capable, I am capable, I am capable codes are coming in. Yeah, I have everything that I need to be successful. I have everything that I need to be able to do this. Allowing others to succeed, allowing others to grow, allowing others to have their experience, allowing others to contribute, allowing others to contribute. Okay, this is a collective success. It doesn't have to be all on your own efforts. Synchronicity and synergy, that together we are greater. We are greater as a whole than the sum of our parts. Okay, and shining bright, shining my light, shining my love, shining bright so that others can see us, turning on that beacon, and also boundary codes. Everybody gets boundary codes. Okay, discernment and boundary codes. I choose, I choose, I choose, I choose. I create, I create, I create. Creation codes are coming in here. I trust myself. I trust my gut. I trust my team. I trust those in my downline. I trust those in my upline. And I trust my support. Okay. my physical support team, and my spiritual support team. I trust and I receive, I receive, I receive. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Okay. So no more limits, you guys. No more limits. We have removed the ceiling and there are no more limits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Emily Grace. Please install these light codes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And activating. Breathe that in. Good, 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 good. Place your hand on your heart. If it resonates with you, say out loud 3 times. I receive, I receive, I receive. Okay, we installed a lot of feminine codes in here. I want you to know that the divine masculine is still here to support you. You still need to have structure, action, protection, and witnessing, support. Okay, so there's a divine masculine that is supporting you, and also that feminine of inviting and receiving community. Luana says, major heart shift. Okay, does anybody want to share how they're feeling? You're welcome to unmute yourself. If there are any questions, comments, how are you doing? Ooh. Yes, Sharon.
When you said, I am not, you didn't say I'm worthy, but something to that effect. And it just hit me big time.
Girl.
I tell myself so often, well, maybe God wants it to be hard for you. Maybe that's just your trial in life. Maybe you haven't done enough to show him that you're worthy or that you're able to receive. And that was like, gosh dang it, I am. He doesn't want me to suffer. He doesn't want it to be hard. He wants to pour it out on me, and I am going to take that from you and I'm going to run with it. So thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Yes, I receive, I receive, I receive. It is coming. It is pouring to you. It doesn't have to be hard. You are worthy. You are worthy. And so that's a good example of like when I don't say that word, but you receive that word. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for sharing that, Sharon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So I want to share there was 2 things that when you hit and said them, the way that I received the chills in my body was completely different. So, and then it's interesting because it goes very long. I think it goes along with what Angie did yesterday with the emotion code. So a lot came up in my throat chakra. When you said throat chakra and you hit that higher note, there was a ball in my throat. Like it was so deep. The chills started there, and then it was like I took and I swallowed and it went in and all of it went through to my toes. Like when you hit that high note, it was very strange. Not strange, it was a really cool feeling. And then the second, can you hear me? You guys just
I can. And it gets to be strange. I'm okay if it's strange. It gets to be strange.
I've never felt anything like that before because it's when you hit that, it was like this thing in my throat and then it just went into my toes and like went out through my feet. And then pretty sure I know why you said the 5D leadership. When you said that, it came in through my fingertips and went straight into my heart. And it was super powerful because I knew exactly what you meant. And I literally wrote down 5 action steps at that moment that I needed to go take with my team. Like it was clear as day, exactly what I needed to do. So thank you. I was like, no, that's not for me. And then it came and like, okay, I'll write it down. So So
Yay. Good. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, I could feel that one was for all who are ready to receive it, and for you, Alka. I knew that was for you. Okay.
Can I
So
share?
that is wonderful. Did anybody else want to share? Sabrina?
Luana's unmuted first. Let her go.
Oh, Lawana, yes, please.
I'll be quick. Thank you, Sabrina.
We have all the
My
time in the
heart-
world for you. You don't have to be quick. You get to take your time, okay?
My heart literally flipped in my chest. Literally. Just, I've never felt anything like it. And I feel it. I still feel vibration in my arms and the top of my head. So I appreciate you so much. I really, really do. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You are welcome. Thank you for sharing that, Luana. I'm excited for the big shift. Yay.
Yay. So I want to cry, but I can't cry. Like, I'm stuck. I'm like, I can feel it. And even actually just saying it, yeah, I'm just like, it's there, but it's stuck.
Okay.
I'm really sad because I put a lot of heart and soul into the last business that I was in. And I like really cared about everybody that was on my team.
Yeah.
And it really hurt when they just like ghosted. And it was literally as I transitioned back to America that they all were just like, oh yeah, you were just using us. And I'm like, oh, the actual, like that wasn't even real. Like people pay me thousands to come be in closer proximity for my coaching. And I was just like a genuine friend, Marco Poloing them every day for months on end. And then they like, yeah, it's just abandonment.
Yeah. Yep. I feel that.
So I'm like, what's the point of building another team? Because they're just going to leave again.
Yeah. Oh, there's some grief in there. And your heart needed to be heard. And this is that masculine energy that I was talking about of witnessing that it hurts. It hurts. And so right now you're feeling your grief, and you're feeling like collectively what we're feeling too. Luana is sending you love. We're sending you love. We're holding you in that space, okay? We're witnessing it. We're holding you. Okay. I love you, Sabrina. Okay. And you get to heal that. And I feel like you get to receive that 5D leadership as well. There were a lot of codes in there for you to have a different experience. MLM, coaching, all the stuff, okay? How does that feel?
Yeah, I'm breathing through it. I feel it processing. So that's what it was. I needed to just say it out loud because it was just sitting there, and I was like, well, this is annoying. Yeah.
Am I allowed to share something?
Yes. Are you
So-
okay with that, Sabrina?
I feel like who you are today is going to be a completely different experience for those that are going to love and come into your space, and you get to serve them differently from those. You're no longer dealing, you are dealing with higher level people, which means those higher level people are going to seek you. They're going to see you differently, and you can't leave them behind because they don't want to be left behind. So your experience today gets to be completely different than you've ever had before, because you're going to bring in people who you are today to experience what you have to offer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that, Ilka, because what we did today, right, is it was just witnessing again that you're a higher vibration and that you can't, because somebody had mentioned like leaving people behind and not wanting to let them go. And so this is a beautiful example of you are invited. I was going to say, you have to let go. No, you don't have to let go, guys. You don't have to let go. I invite you to let go of what is no longer in alignment, what is no longer a vibrational match, people that are no longer supposed to go on that journey with you. Okay. And there's grief in that because we loved them and we gave to them. And there's grief in that. And so I honor your grief. And you released it and you released them and you are open to something new and beautiful coming in. Okay. And there's grief. So everybody, you're going to be grieving, which brings up integration. We moved big energy. And so give yourself a good 24 to 48 hours of integration, which looks like self-care, movement, getting in the water, getting out in nature, soaking up some sunshine, giving yourself grace if you're a little bit flighty or snippy or anything like that. Okay, drink lots of water. Absolutely. There was one more for you. It's not coming to me. What is, overgiving for you, Sabrina. Overgiving. Okay. You were overgiving. And that's that's another reason why it hurts so hard, is because you gave so much.
Yeah. And I reckon that is the one thing I did learn from that. I was like, oh yeah, there's deep value in proximity with intentionality.
Yes. And it gets to be reciprocal, and you get to have community and collaboration. Okay, so it's no longer the person at the top giving, or alternatively taking. It is now, we are now all on the same level, collaboratively creating. Okay, how does that feel? Good stuff, huh? Yeah. Okay. Ooh, good. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much for sharing. So what I want to leave you with, okay, for those of you already in a network marketing company, go, my friends. Take your light out into the world. Embrace your success. Let it happen for you. Here it comes. It's a different experience. Go and be successful. Play and have fun and enjoy that. All right. If you are looking for an opportunity that is in alignment with what you're already doing, regardless of what you're doing, okay, and you would like to join me on my team, then I invite you to PM me and let me know, and let's have that conversation, and I will receive that. Okay. And regardless, it's coming. Okay. It's coming for many of you. It's already here. It's simply putting those, it's simply taking inspired action steps. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Yes, Luana is on my team. Absolutely. Yeah. Drink lots of water. You are welcome. I'm happy to share my gifts. This is fun. Like I said, I needed to clear this for me, and we experienced the synergy of that community and collaboration just now. This is what I want to create. This is what I want you to create. This is what we're all going to go forth and create, is this collaboration and synergy and raising it to next level stuff. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody for showing up. This went longer than I expected, but it was exactly right and exactly what we needed. I love all of you guys. Have fun, take care, and we will see you, okay? Bye-bye.